from the third qualifying round, and 2 clubs will make their European club competition season debut. The champions of Denmark, FC Copenhagen, and the champions of Turkey, Trabzonspor. The teams from the third qualifying round will be determined over the next 7 days, with the first round legs beginning tomorrow and second legs next week. Of course, the ultimate objective of the clubs is to lift this iconic trophy in Istanbul next June. So we are nearly ready to start, but before we begin, please let me also pass on the best regards of the UEFA President, Alexander Schäferin, who sends his congratulations and wishes you the very best of luck. And now, to assist with the draw, I invite on stage my colleague Tom Barlow, Senior Competitions Manager, who will first explain the technical procedure.
Thank you, Toby. Good afternoon, everyone. Before I go through the technical procedure, let me start with a few reminders about the preparation of this draw and the resulting matches. All information concerning the draw procedure and match scheduling has been made available, so please refer to the published draw documents. However, before finalizing any arrangements, please keep in mind that the schedule of the matches is determined by UEFA after this draw and will be communicated in writing to you and your association today before 3:30 CET. With that said, let's move on to the technical procedure, and as there are 2 separate paths to today's draw, let's begin with the champions path. 8 clubs, 2 directly qualified, and 6 pairings of the third qualifying round are involved in today's champions path draw. As decided by the UEFA Executive Committee, teams from Azerbaijan and Armenia cannot be drawn against each other. As Toby mentioned before, the third qualifying round is only just getting started tonight. Therefore, in accordance with the competition regulations, the seeding for this draw is done taking into account the coefficient of clubs in the pairings of that round. So this means that if a club in the third qualifying round has an individual club coefficient high enough to be seeded in the playoffs, then the winners of the match involving this club are automatically seeded for the draw today. This means that the result of today's draw will not change due to the results of the third qualifying round matches. For the Champions Path draw, therefore, 4 teams or pairings are seeded and 4 teams or pairings are unseeded. To draw the playoff ties themselves, there will be 3 balls here on the desk, one containing the seeded teams, another one containing the unseeded teams, and this empty one here that will help us determine the order of the match once the pairings are known. 1 ball will be taken from the seeded teams and 1 ball from the unseeded teams, both placed into the empty central ball where they will be shuffled. The first team then drawn from this ball will play its first match at home against the second team drawn. This procedure is then repeated until all the pairings have been drawn. However, in the event that the balls containing FC Punic and Karabag FK are drawn against each other, the team drawn second will become the away team in the following pairing, and another ball will be drawn in its place to complete the initial pairing. From there, 1 ball will then be drawn to determine the home team and thereby complete the following pairing. If, though, the balls containing the 2 mentioned teams are the last 2 remaining in the draw, the team drawn as the visiting team in the second to last pairing will instead become the visiting team in the last pairing, and another ball will be drawn to complete that second to last pairing. The last ball remaining in the draw will then be drawn as the home team in that last pairing. Now, it sounds a little bit complicated, I know, but it will become clear if we come to it during the draw. When we then come afterwards to the League Path draw, the principles regarding seeding remain exactly the same as for the Champions Path, and the draw procedure itself will also be exactly the same, with the only difference being that the ties will be drawn between 2 seeded and 2 unseeded pairings coming from the third qualifying round League Path. With that explanation, now you have all the technical information you need about these draws, so we're almost ready to get started. But before we begin, Toby, now that we know how the draw will take place, what about a little reminder of who is involved today?
Thank you, Tom. And as you said, let's have a look at the teams. On the seeded side, we have the winners of match 1, PFC Ludogorets 1945 Bulgaria or GNK Dinamo Croatia. We have the winners of match 2, FK Crvena Zvezda Serbia or FC Punic Armenia, FC Copenhagen from Denmark. And winners of match 3, FC Sheriff Tiraspol Moldova or Victoria Pilsen Czech Republic. On the unseeded side, we have the winners of match 4, Karabakh FK Azerbaijan or Ferencvaros TC Hungary. the winners of match 5, FK Bodo Glimt, Norway, or FK Zalgiris Vilnius, Lithuania. The winners of match 6, Maccabi Haifa, Israel, or Apollon Limassol, Cyprus. And last but not least, Trabzonspor AS from Turkey. So we can start.
We're ready.
And as you described, we will first draw the pairing and then the order. And the first pairing for the playoffs will start with the first leg at home, which will be the winners of match 4. So Karabakh or Ferencváros starting the first leg at home.
And they will play against the winners of match 3, Sheriff Tiraspol or Victoria Pilsen.
So the first pairing fixed. We keep on for the second pairing of the Champions Pass. Again, we first draw the pairing and then we determine the first team at home. And the first leg at home will be the winners of match 5. So Bodo Glimt or Zalgiris Vilnius.
And they will play against the winners of match 1, Ludogorets or GNK Dynamo.
Okay, half is over of the Champions Pass. We keep on. Again, first the pairing. And then we have a look who is the first leg at home and who will be the second leg at home. And the winners of match 6 will play their first leg at home.
And so Maccabi Haifa or Apollon Limassol will play against the winners of match 2, Crvena Zvezda or Punic.
Okay, one more pairing. We know who. Now we draw the order. So we start with the first team at home on the first leg, FC Copenhagen, Denmark.
And to complete the pairing, they will play against Trabzonspor AS.
So that concludes the Champions Pass. Let's have a look at the exciting ties. We have Karabakh FK or Ferencváros TC Hungary versus Sheriff Tiraspol or Victoria Pilsen. The FK Bodo Glimt or Zalgiris Vilnius versus Ludogorets or GNK Dynamo. Maccabi Haifa or Apollon Limassol versus Crvena Zvezda or Punic. And last but not least, FC Copenhagen versus Trabzonspor. So this is the Champions Pass. We keep on with the League Pass. Tom.
Yes, well, Toby, as explained before, the procedure for the League Pass is exactly the same as we've just seen. And so we can move straight on without any further ado to draw the matchups between the 2 seeded and 2 unseeded pairings.
Thank you, Tom. So let's have a look at the teams. On the seeded side, we have the winners of match 1, SL Benfica from Portugal or FC Midtjylland, Denmark. We have the winners of match 2, Union Saint-Gilloise, Belgium, or Rangers FC, Scotland. On the unseeded side, we have FC Dynamo Kiev, Ukraine, or SK Sturm Graz, Austria. And the winners of match 4, AS Monaco from France, or PSV Eindhoven, Netherlands. So let's prepare this as well. And we draw directly the first pairing of the League Pass for the playoff. And let's see who starts first. At home, first leg at home, we're going to have the winners of match 3, FC Dynamo Kiev or SK Sturm Graz from Austria.
And they will play against the winners of match 1, Benfica or Midtjylland.
So, one more pairing to conclude the playoffs. We know who. Now let's have a focus. First leg and second leg at home. And first leg at home will be the winners of match 2, Union Saint-Gilloise or Rangers FC.
And to conclude that pairing, they will play against the winners of match 4, Monaco or PSV Eindhoven.
Okay, so the league pass. Let's have a look at the matches here as well. We have the winners of match 3, FC Dynamo Kiev, Ukraine, or SK Sturm Graz, Austria, versus SL Benfica, Portugal, or FC Midtjylland, Denmark. And then the last pairing, Union Saint-Gilloise, Belgium, or Rangers FC, Scotland, versus AS Monaco FC, France, or PSV Eindhoven, Netherlands. So this completes now the full draw of the 2022-23 UEFA Champions League Play-Off. The first leg will take place on 16th-17th August and the return legs on the 23rd and 24th of August. Again, the 6 winners will qualify to the group stage, with the draw taking place on Thursday, 28th August in Istanbul. Meanwhile, those unsuccessful will proceed to the group stage of the UEFA Europa League. So thank you for being with us today, and we wish all the clubs the very best of luck. From all of us at the House of European Football here in Nyon, it's a goodbye for now, and see you soon.